Blorf. Yes, blorf is one of my favorite words. I blorf regularly. All good painters blorf regularly. Undercoat always matters, Warshadow, but if you put the same undercoat under both of these, you would still get this slight difference. I mean, but you'd still get this similarity as well. I'll do the Dr. Evil and slowly pet my seahorse. Raise my eyebrows at the camera and say, ha 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 ha, you just wait and see what's next for Bones 5. So since this is a nice big smooth area, I can just brush the glaze over it. Again, I didn't want to make sure there's no pools, but it's on this big flat surface, so probably won't be. Let's go. Oh, and my webcam is like stupid again. Hold on, guys. Do we really care that the webcam is stupid again? And I'll just take that brush and just jam it in, because I've already lost the tip, so I can't hurt it more. Make a large part of something else yellow on her. It's not a main color unless I make her hair yellow. If I made her hair blonde, that would count as yellow, and then I could say it was a main color. But otherwise, these little stripes are so tiny, they're really just accent colors, right? And then I want the oh no Kiri face for the Kiri emergency. Oh no, is my rich leather in the other room? I think my rich leather is in the other room. But yeah, so all of these models are quite large. We've definitely got some scale creep in the industry. And sometimes I think it is because we're all getting older and so we enjoy painting bigger models better. Dark color, use a big brush. Rotate the brush, don't just keep it in one direction, because otherwise you're just repeating the same kind of marks. Do it until you like the level of texture or not texture that you have. Happy subiversary, happy subiversary, happy subiversary, happy double subiversary. Where I painted a model that every bit of it just went perfectly, easily, swimmingly wonderful. I'm like, somebody heard my prayer and now I can have tacos again. Because of it, right? I just dropped my tiny brush. I must fetch it. 1 second. Must get under my desk. I am like real. The bikini is painted on to satisfy Twitch. So she's actually naked. As is her male counterpart. Alright, we're going to try to put a yellow stripe through this. It's probably going to backfire. We probably are going to create something terrible. We'll probably wipe out our green, but we're going to try it. This is between these little skulls, because otherwise the divots are so deep, it would be hard to get the verdigris to read correctly.
I should have grabbed a water before sitting down. When I changed the camera.
I have a water somewhere.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening.
Whatever time it is there. Wow. Look how brightness is on my glasses today.
Oh yeah.
Why
it's all over here is hitting you.
that's I gotta find the spot. Oh, if I look directly at the camera, it doesn't matter. Someone get that man of water. Hey, Reaper Dave, everybody in chat. I see Kara, Cranky Dog, Roger. Welcome. It's Friday here in Reaper Land. Michael came a little bit early, and we adjusted the camera a little bit for today, just to see what that would look like.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! It is me. I am Kara.
Oops.
Kara, you don't have a headache today? Ooh. Kara, did you get the greens that Bonita sent out? Or did you send those out? Was it Bonita?
I think we got some of them to Kara.
Okay.
But Kara will tell us.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's look at this top down real quick.
There we go.
Here we go.
And look at this, folks. I can lean forward, and I'm not in frame.
And not get your head in the frame. That's right.
Woohoo!
Looking good. Yeah, I took away, I guess I haven't really talked about this yet because I haven't done a stream with the new painting setup yet. But I took away the not the mezzanine, the truss. Just because of the new setup that I have with the camera. I don't need the truss anyway. But it cleared up a lot of space. So if you look behind Michael, I added the suit of armor to the left. And I moved Razig, the pirate, a little bit in frame. And I zoomed out the lens a little bit, the camera that's on Michael, so you can see a little bit more of the desk. Hey, Coasty Mike. But yeah, And that color's looking good.
Good.
What color is this? Is this one of the new ones?
This is one of the new ones, Siren Song.
Siren Song.
I think it's a redo.
I haven't messed around with some of the ones that Bonita gave me recently this week. I haven't had time to sit on stream and mess with them. But I know that Anne on her stream got another shipment in, and she's been trying to do them like on basing days sometimes. She doesn't want to, I think, interrupt her actual flow of her painting models with swatching stuff. But I know she's been making extra videos for that and stuff.
And I'm learning this mini for the first time. I've always looked at it and assumed it was all stone, but now that I'm looking closer, there's a lot to it. So I look forward to getting it painted.
Yes, Dave is not here today. Dave, I believe, is at some convention.
Yeah, he's going to a coin convention down in San Antonio, I think.
San Antonio. So he's not here today. They left this morning, I think.
Yeah.
And I think Harper was supposed to be on. He said last night that he was going to be on, but
He was going to try to, and then workload has
He got too
kind
busy?
of, caught him up.
so he's busy over there in the factory pulling orders and casting for DDRPG, I would assume.
Yeah.
And packaging and stuff for DDRPG.
And orders and orders and orders.
Buda, Texas.
Oh,
Buda?
Buda, Texas?
Buda?
Yeah, it's Buda.
Man, Texas has some weird pronunciation.
It's just south of Austin. It's between Austin and San Antonio, but yeah, I had some friends from there.
Nice. This model is this released yet? This is the the redone Bloodstone Gnome.
I
Golem.
don't know that the plastic one is redone. It's in metal.
This one is this large one?
It was in metal at one time for Warlord, yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a resculpt of it, like a enlarged version of it.
Oh,
Because I don't remember it being this big, but it could have been.
I remember a bigger one for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
can
could
look.
be wrong with my with the time it's been
Okay.
since I
Bloodstone.
Golem Lesser.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I'll see if I can find the old metal version. Yeah, I guess it was large in metal.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it in the Bryangles. Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
The old Bryangles from the past. Here we go. This guy. Lesser Bloodstone Golem.
Yeah, it is a resculpt in the face, that's for sure, because it's not an open mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
Here,
like
hold
some
your- hold
details
yourself.
were sharpened up too.
Where's
Yeah.
my top down? Oh, here it is. I'll just cut back to you and really quick. Yeah, I guess the face does look a little different. Is his pose a little bit different too?
And that could be my fault, I think, or that could be the fact that that one was metal, so it had a different socket.
Yeah, I think it
Uh,
did get redone. I think
Yeah,
it's a
but the
redid.
sockets on this were specific to. So yeah, the pose is a little different.
Yeah, the Bloodstone Gnomes are one of the old Warlord faction models, but
Yeah, cute little strange tribal looking gnomes.
what's your reasoning of using this blue?
So Ron and I were talking about what this should look like, and he
Mm.
indicated that he wanted something like, what stone is it? Turquoise,
Turquoise,
right? And
like aquamarine.
yeah, and then we have there's a piece of paper that was nearby that had a color similar to what he wanted, and it's pretty close to this. So this will be sort of a base coat, and then we'll trick it up to look like bloodstone after I get this going.
Mhm.
So it's going to look like kind of a bright bloodstone instead of kind of like arterial bloodstone instead of darker blood,
Interesting.
deoxygenated blood.
I see people talking about ads in the chat. I think for some reason, Twitch turned on ads again on our channel. So last night during Reaper Live, people were talking about it, and I have to just go turn that off. I guess I can go do that right now. But
Sure.
while Michael paints
Michael.
minis, I'll go turn that off real quick. But I every now and then they do like this big reset where you have to like go turn stuff off again and do do all this stuff. So I think it's having issues with when people join the stream, it automatically plays pre-roll ads, and then it's playing like 3 ads every hour, like, or something like that. So I'm gonna go turn that off real quick. Entertaining my whole.
Yeah, and what are we? What exactly are we doing the camera settings for? Because Michael needs to do some shorts, and not just the kind you wear, but the kind where you're doing little painting stuff. And we don't want my big fat head in the shorts, if you know what I mean, because it would be just truly blinding, a truly blinding experience for most people.
All right, ads should be turned off.
All right. Hooray. No ads. Hopefully.
And it gives me a chance to grab some water.
Good, good, good. Glad you could get that water.
All right. So, I mean, there's a few things to talk about. So ads should be turned off by now.
And I guess it's worth noting, you probably won't be able to tell till I paint it, but this is not the base that comes with it.
Oh, it's not?
No, I made it.
Oh.
So I asked Ron if it'd be okay to do a base for it, and luckily, because of the sculpt, it's something that was within my skill set. So I did.
False advertising.
False advertising.
Base not included.
So, yeah.
And
Go
honestly, this color I wouldn't have thought of, you know, because I think most people are going to paint this like some kind of a rock.
Yeah, some kind of a
Stone.
regular, just sedimentary rock, right?
Yeah, like a lava, igneous, or, you know, I wouldn't think of a bright.
Have you ever
Stone.
seen the colored obsidian? There's a rainbow obsidian that's out there.
Oh, interesting.
It's wild. Yeah, there's some really colorful ones.
Mhm.
So, so I like the chance to do something with lots of color.
D20 says granite comes in a rainbow of colors.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep, that's true.
I just figured, like, you know, most people think of earthen colors, you know.
Yep.
But this is going to be more of like a gemstone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I can see it being like jade as well. Jade's always fun.
Yeah,
Green.
jade would be really interesting because then you'd have kind of well, there's a whole variety of jade that you can get some translucency, some transparency going on with it, and it does amazing things with light reflections.
Mr. Marge Simpson in chat says, "Do you play any tabletop games?" Yeah, I do. I've been playing some Daggerheart. I want to play more of it. I'm really kind of just dipping into it just to see. I know that the Cosmere game just came out, so I know some people are pretty excited about that. Draw Steel also just came out. There's a lot of TTRPGs that are launching. But other tabletop games, not really. I might be interested in Gundam.
Wow.
I haven't looked too much into it. If Dave was here, you know, Gundam style.
Bomb.
That's a good clip, by the way. Gundam style. But I am quite excited to see what they do with that. I'm surprised that Gundam hasn't made a tabletop skirmish game ever. Because, you know, Gunpla is pretty big. Like, models.
It's huge, yeah.
Like, painting and putting together Gundam. Yeah, Gundam as in Gunpla. Yeah, that's what I guess that's like the Japanese name, right? Or Gunpla. That's just the style.
Maybe that's because of the plastic type. I don't know. It's just Gunpla is all about assembling Gundam.
Yeah, and so yeah, but they Gundam style, yeah. But they recently came out with a miniature skirmish style game for Gundam, and I'm really shocked that it took them this long because, like I said, Gunpla has been really big in like Japan and the Gundam world. People have been putting Gundams and painting them for years, but I don't think they had a game to use them with, and it just seems perfect to have a skirmish game with it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I'm gonna look into that, maybe, possibly. Dave's dancing in the car. He said, "It's a Gundam style," and so I think that's quite cool. So we'll see. I know that Trench Crusade is really big right now, or it's getting bigger. Didn't they just fulfill their Kickstarter?
Yeah, not too long ago. There are like one of the friends of Reaper, Patrick Keith, has
Mhm.
he did a Kickstarter for an army for that, and there have been a whole bucket load of other folks who are setting up
Mhm.
uh, their sculpts for that game.
Yeah, because they're what are they called? Mini agnostic? Is that the word?
Yep, mini agnostic. If you want to make an army for it, you need to go through a licensing process, but that's
Hmm.
not supposed to be difficult, and the company is very uh,
Open.
open about it. Hmm.
Yeah, after we went to Adepticon, I kind of mentioned to Ron, I was like, maybe we can look at coming up with some minis that will fit in there. Because I don't know what it would fit in our Chronoscope line, right? Really?
Yeah,
Generally.
if we didn't form an individual line for that kind of thing, if we even did it, of
Yeah.
course, it would make sense to pull things out of Chronoscope,
Hmm.
things that had firearms,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I think we could come up with some cool stuff.
It'd be interesting to try. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know that they're pretty big right now, so I hear about them a lot, and a lot of people them being mini agnostic, meaning you can use any miniatures for their game, and they're not like super strict on you have to have these miniatures, as long as the stat blocks are there, right?
Yep.
You just hey, this is this model, cool. It doesn't matter what it looks like, right? Um, so I think that's quite cool, especially for that, but. Yeah, I think it'd be quite neat.
Very much so.
Because at Adepticon, everybody kept coming up to. I know that everybody came up to Harper and Dave, but to me at the paint and take, they would be like, "Hey, does Reaper have anything that would fit into the Trench Crusade world or models that are good for that?" And I was like, well, "We might have a few, but off the top of my head, I can't think of if we have any here." But I got asked that a ton at Adepticon, so yeah. Is anybody in chat playing Trench Crusade or painting Trench Crusade? I know that the North American group is based here in the Denton area, and they've been talking to Bill about doing events and stuff at the store. So that's quite cool.
For Trench Crusade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, Hyper Bunny does. Her husband. I think Scott.
Ooh.
Plays. Is that his name, Scott? He plays Trench Crusade. Is it big at the y'all's game store down there? I know you guys go to that big game store, Dragon's Den, I think.
That
Dragon's
sounds
Lair?
right. Dragon's Lair.
Yeah. And are they? I guess they're playing really big there.
Look at that. Over black. Let alone.
Madman, what the heck is Gangnam Style? It was a song by a South Korean artist called Psy that was really big a couple years ago. If you remember the dance and the song, it was all over the radio and stuff. It
A
was
couple
like,
of
"Oppum
years
Gangnam
ago,
Style."
couple of several 10, 20 years ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think Gangnam Style is it's like the fashion district or something in South Korea. So it's like a particular fashion style. So Trench Crusade Cave Whale. The
Oh
cave
my
whale would have
goodness.
a ballista on the top.
It could be a behemoth that, when disturbed, careens across the battlefield, squashing people.
Mm-hmm. Neologism. Lifestyle, yeah. I knew it was a Gangnam. I knew it was like a region, yeah. Nice. Okay, Hyper Bunny. Nice. So I know they were doing some events and stuff up here for Trench Crusade and stuff. So it's nice, especially when something new comes along, and I've heard it likened to Warhammer because it is in that grimdark style. But I think it reminds people of the early days of Warhammer before they became what they are now.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah, it really does.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I remember the old Rogue Trader book, and it's probably infamous, and most people know about this, but they showed you how to take a deodorant bottle and turn it into a land speeder.
Yes. I see a lot of that on TikTok nowadays and Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the crafters out in the world.
Yep,
They
kit bashing like mad.
they just, you know, makes random stuff out of everything.
I love doing that. I used to have a huge pile of plastic stuff, anything that plastic cement would work with for conversions and things like that of plastic kits.
Yeah. When I go to antique malls nowadays, I look for things that can be like made into like little sets or something, or as I start to craft a few more things here and there.
It looks dark, but it's not really dark. I mean, it's in shadow, but
So this week
Yeah.
I had a few dreams, and I'll talk about both of them, I guess. For some reason I've been dreaming a lot recently, and I remember a lot of it. So I was thinking of our lighthouse, right? And I think this was triggered by a picture that I saw online of miniature photography, and somebody had done like a miniature standing on the edge of a rock next to a bunch of water. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, especially the way that it was composed, where the water was real. Like, obviously, it wasn't like painted on or anything. It was just real water. And I was like, oh, I could do that in some miniature photography, like miniature videos.
right.
And so I thought, what would be good to showcase? And I was like, oh, the lighthouse. And so the lighthouse just came out. The overstock, the warehouse finds for the lighthouse. And so I started doing some tests on the lighthouse, and I filled up this thing with water, and I have the water, you know, filled up next to the lighthouse, and I put a light inside of the fire up at the top, so it looks like it's flickering.
This is in your dream?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had a dream that I would do this, and then I'm going to use an iPad as a backdrop, and then maybe put like a moon or something. Like it's kind of like a moonlit, stormy night, kind of. And I'm going to have a mister. I have a little mister to make it look like it's raining.
Wow.
And do like thunder noises and change the lighting to make it look like thunder. And I think it'd be cool. So here probably next week, I'm going to try to get that out next week, but it should be like a little advertisement for the lighthouse. So I'm testing that just to see if my vision, my dream will come true.
That's a great dream to have.
I know. Well, it's just, you know, when you're brainstorming and trying to come up with videos or like some cool things, it's like, well, what can I do? Like what's cool to do, you know?
Yeah. We really do want to show all y'all just all the fun, fantastic sides of the hobby.
And then my other dream, I meant to talk to Ron about this last night, but after the show, we left quite early and I never got a chance to talk to him. But, and I haven't been down to the factory to talk to him today because I had a tour this morning, but, which was lovely, by the way. Thank you for coming by for the tour if you're watching. They're traveling across the country and they're going to Disney World. They're heading to a cruise in January.
Oh, wow.
And so they're making a cross country trip in their RV, and they stopped by Reaper. So they're passing through Texas on their way to Florida for a cruise. And yeah, they did Kickstarters 1, 2, and 3, and 5, I think. And so shout out to you guys.
Excellent.
They were lovely. But my other dream this week was about ReaperCon. And I was thinking, in my dream, because, you know, I don't know generally what the theme is for ReaperCon. We know that it's going to be like schools of magic or like wizardry, kind of, right? And I was thinking what would be cool is their wands could be paintbrushes.
Yeah, we've talked about that as an option.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so like they have different size like brushes or sizes of like a staff. Could be like a dry brush. And then but the wands have like engravings in them, but they're paintbrushes.
That's
They have like
cool.
different tips. So like they have like a full bodied versus like a detailed brush. But you could do some like cool paintery type effects on them where they have like ink coming off of them or like paint. I said ink, but like paint blobs or something like that. And so Kara said that she pitched something like this before. Oh, so maybe I missed this pitch, but I had a dream about it. So maybe there's some I had a premonition.
Get out of our heads.
Yeah. And I was like, but instead of just wands, what about fantasy, like weapons? Like, what happens if you had, like, I'm picturing, I think in my dream I had a samurai that was like holding a two-handed katana, but the katana was in some way a paintbrush. So maybe the whole blade was bristles, but in the shape of the katana.
Huh.
And so like it had paint on the tip, and that's how it did stuff. Or like paint bottles as familiars. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so in my dream I had like it sounds like a Ichibei from Bleach. Yeah, it does sound like a Bleach like idea. But, you know, that's the idea. Is had that samurai holding a two-handed sword, but the blade was like bristles of a brush. But it was in the shape of, so it didn't look like it, they're not like floppy, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know how to explain it.
Oh, so they're synthetic bristles.
Yes, they're synthetic swords.
Nerd jokes.
But then I was like, how could you do like daggers? And, you know, what are some other weapons that would be brushified? You know, like miniature paintbrushified, kind of an idea. Let's say I'm reading Kara's message here. Max Dunbar, art of a classic. Oh, is this a quote from what you said? Oh, I think this is the quote that she pitched. Paintbrush lances, paladins get
one
an
of the
exacto knife.
arachno assassins.
And somebody also said last night when I was streaming the other day is you know, when you hold those palettes, like oil painters and stuff, they hold those palettes in their left hand, and that's where they mix all their stuff when they're painting, like water, like traditional painters, I guess.
Yep.
Those could be shields, like a paint palette shield.
Yeah, there's actually, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, Persian shields that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be cool.
Pokey tools for lances, yeah. So Bob Ross style, and aren't there like I know Bob Ross uses it, but on those wet palettes he uses like a brushed knife, right? It's like a little palette knife.
Yep, he does a palette knife
Palette
sometimes.
knife, and that could be a weapon, like for a rogue, is a palette knife, you know. And that one's pretty easy, but I guess in my dream, it was just all like paintbrush weapons, like paintbrush styled weapons. And I think this came up because Michael's been talking to me a lot about brushes recently, or like I've been curious about brushes. Like when I watch people painting and stuff, and they use different brushes, and like what for? Like why use this brush? What you know? And I was trying out one of the brushes that Michael gave me. And I was telling him that I liked using it, and I was using it for a lot of stuff. Like I used it for almost everything, except for probably doing like a base coat, because I would grab a big number 2 brush, big thick boy, and use that one. But for everything else, I was using this one brush. I think it was a 0. Is that what you get? Is that what's over there?
Yeah.
It's a 0.
Looks like there's a 0. Yep.
It's the FB brush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a 0.
It's a 0. Man, how you get that much paint on a handle?
Hey, you know.
You are consumed by the art.
Oh, it's probably from me like touching it or whatever, you know. Pokey tools, getting the pokey tools and getting paint everywhere. How about a sculptor faction? So hammer and chisel. Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds cool. And all their different sculpting tools that they use. Like they use those silicone tipped tools. They use all kinds of different
A
tools.
lot of homemade tools.
Homemade tools.
Yeah, the sculptors are going to have an advantage with how much variety they have in their arsenal.
Mm-hmm. And you could do like big lances, like big brush lances, but also I thought of like staffs. Like you have a staff, but imagine like you have a staff, but then the top is like the big dry brush. You know those big bristly like dry brush brushes? What are they called? Dome brushes? That I've seen a lot recently. So I think it's worth mentioning again, because I know that I don't know if Ron has like, I think he does. Oh, Ron does have concepts, I think.
He does, and I think
He mentioned it last
I
night.
think Bonita and Lauren.
Saw them?
No, I think they were recording them and making some of them up. I think the School of Magic came during one of those sessions, but I thought it was a Benita and Lauren idea at first.
Yeah, and I think they're all going to be females. I think all the faction leaders are females.
Oh
this year.
yeah,
I
that
think
was
I know
part
that
of the
for sure.
pitch.
Or that was an idea that was thrown around. Ron did say last night that he has the concepts, I think, from Max.
Excellent. Yeah, he did.
I think.
They're on
So
his desk.
They're on his desk. So I'll go talk to him after the show today. Carrie and me and Anstream on Anstream. Yeah. I remember us all talking about like the different paint factions. Like the idea kind of started with like we have the brown liner, like group. We have the blue liner, we have the burgundy wine, we have the black knight liner, the culty type. It's really blue.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide how far out the glow will be.
Oh, he's going to be glowing?
Yeah, we're going to try to do glow with kind of an atypical critter that the glow isn't going to show as much on him as it will on the environment.
Okay, so he is glowing. And so you're going to do that from on the terrain, like.
Yep.
And so the thing you're painting now is the shadow.
It is a shadow.
Like what will be in shadow.
Yeah.
You're blocking it.
Just a little bit of sketching things in, yeah.
The Unholy Order of Black Knight Liner. Carrie Michael Cosby, I got your email earlier. She sent an email to me and Ron about she's working on the figgy pudding.
Oh, nice.
And doing some inking and glazing type stuff. Doing some resin, trying to keep the color. I think she posted it on the Facebook page as well. Ooh, Kara. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite color is right now.
Some people don't know how to turn phones off.
Alarms. I want that figgy pudding or Santar. That's right. The Santar was a last year thing, and it is a this year thing again. So, the Santar. So yeah, that'd be quite cool. I got some other emails and pitches for ReaperCon, some ideas, and I'm quite keen to look into those. Somebody sent me an email last year. Do you know what a color analyst is?
A color analyst?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
So a lot of the times, like when you're in fashion and you go out shopping or somebody's helping you pick out colors or clothes for you, they have like a colorist like that will determine what colors look good with your skin tone and things like that.
They've done that with makeup for decades.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So it's like a fashion thing. And somebody sent me an email and said, "Hey, have you thought about looking at like local colorists in the DFW area and maybe them like teaching classes or looking at color theory or critiquing people's miniatures, I guess, but based on what their knowledge is in the fashion world of color."
Interesting.
And I was like, that's pretty interesting. That's cool to look at because I know there's a lot of like Instagram and TikTok people that will do that. They'll look at people's fashion choices or their art maybe and then discuss color theory basically. It just sounds like a color theory thing, right?
Well, it might not be color theory at all. I mean, there's color theory behind it,
yes,
but I don't know enough about that profession to say.
Yeah.
Because I know with makeup, they're not super trained.
Yeah, and so I thought it'd be cool to look at. Reach out to a few people that are local maybe and see how we can incorporate that into miniatures and then have them at ReaperCon in some fashion. It's just something that somebody brought up and said, "Have you looked at this?" And I said,
Yeah.
"No," but it's something we could look at.
That's really interesting.
Sadie probably knows people, probably. I believe Christine Van Patten is one, the colorist. I don't know what they're actually called, but I think colorist is a good name. But I don't know much about the world, but yeah, it would be more matching Reaper paint bottles to your personal skin palette.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like because I see the videos that I see are like they have a bunch of swatches up, and they like drape them over people's shoulders, and they see how much this makes your eyes pop. And then they like pull like the yellow over or the orange.
I don't want my eyes to pop out. I want them in my head.
Yeah. And so that's the kind of videos that I see of it, is like they're just going through the styles that make you look good, I guess. And so I wonder if it could be applied to the miniature world, but yeah. That's just something that I remember somebody mentioning it to me for ReaperCon.
That's cool.
Since we're talking about ReaperCon right now.
Indeed.
But I do want to bring up again, I know people, like Kara said that she brought it up to Ron, but I do want to see if it is something that we could do. So, because I thought it would be quite cool, because that, going back to that samurai thing, like, I just thought it would looked really cool in my mind of like a samurai, like, you know, how they hold their scabbard, and you know, they just look really cool. Like when but it's a paintbrush. And then it branched off from there that I think we could get some cool action poses of people with like brush weapons doing like attacks of some kind. And I thought it would look cool. Be fun to paint actually too. So,
You think it would be something for the photo area
for the photo area. What do you mean?
at ReaperCon? So have big giant brushes.
Oh,
and
like
things that.
get like foam weapons or like foam
Yeah.
brushes and stuff made.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an option. That would be cool. Like make big paintbrushes and stuff. But no, I was thinking of miniatures.
Well, yeah, miniatures for sure, but
You're obsessing, John. Yeah, I mean, hey, once I get ideas, this is how the card game happened. This is how the paint booth happened. Once you get ideas, you gotta
blood on the clock tower.
you gotta go. You gotta make them happen.
John obsessing on anything? Never.
Hey, that's what happens, and that's how you get new hobbies, and you go from hobby to hobby, and you learn new skills. Oh, speaking of things I don't want to do, I gotta wrap all my Christmas presents tonight, because our Secret Santa is tomorrow, and I have like 20 presents to wrap tonight.
Oh, the one at your house?
Yeah, my friends miss.
Yes, your friends miss.
My friends miss. We're doing our Secret Santa a little bit early this year, just because everybody's really busy for actual Christmas. So, it also had ideas for 2.0 launch. Oh, I see, Kara. Color analysis consultant. is what Kara said.
Oh.
So I think that could be it. Somebody said something. John, do you remember the finger skateboards? What if they were samurai swords that size? They were wrapping presents at the Reaper Game Store. Oh, was this for decorations or for
Nope.
the?
They wrap. It was done last year, where
Mm-hmm.
they take something in a certain price range
And
and then they wrap it up. And
it's a mystery gift.
Right, mystery gifts.
I see.
It's pre-wrapped. You don't know what it is, but it's worth the value that it was charged for. There's some sort of a discount to
Got
it
it.
too.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Get rid of some of the product that's in the store in a good way,
right.
in a fun way, and you could get for people. Okay, yeah. Well, hey, maybe I could brought my presents up and had people wrap it for me.
For a fee, I'm sure.
Here's store credit. $10 store credit. Wrap my presents for me. For a donation. I see. Yeah, so I got to do that tonight. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna start wrapping presents.
You can do it. I have faith. I have faith in you.
Yeah, luckily they're all kind of easy. I guess I can say this because they're not watching, but for my Secret Santa, I got Lauren's mom, actually.
Oh wow.
So Lauren's mom, I have her as my Secret Santa. I know that they're not watching, so I'm safe to say. So I have Lauren's mom, basically my mom at this point. She is a mom figure for me. So I got her. And last year, all of us kids and stuff got together and got her a gift as like a group.
That's neat.
So I don't know who got me. I guess that's the point, right? It's all secret. What are you doing with the arms? Why are those not base coated?
They look like they're metal.
Okay.
So
you're treating
I
them as
am
gauntlets.
debating the color, probably a copper.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hit those up, and I haven't decided if I'm going to go the quick route or the NMM route.
Yeah.
I am going to make that uh, the stone like it's been shaped or it's popping through the metal.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Probably some sort of a copper mix, maybe some corrosion.
Okay.
Oops.
I see. Yeah, and you want the spikes to be like they're coming from inside and they're glowing, like they're also gemstones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't decided which color is going to do the glowing yet. There's going to be red streaks. I don't know if you've seen Bloodstone.
I have not. I can look it up.
Yeah, we can look it up and put it on the screen.
Yeah, I can.
What
I
we've
have the
got.
power. What am I googling?
Bloodstone. Yeah.
Crystals?
Just say raw.
Raw?
Yeah. That'll get us some interesting looking jaggy bloodstone.
Here you go.
Look at that. So we're going to do it with kind of this turquoise color and a red that looks blood-like. So, and we'll make the streaks the right, a good size to make it interesting.
Hmm.
Streaks and speckles.
Yeah, I see a
Of
lot of
red.
like reds, greens, and blues.
Yep. Yep.
And are we gonna just do the red and the blues? Is that the idea?
We're using bloodstone as an inspiration, but not as the color choice.
Yeah. Almost like look at this one.
Yep. There was something on the far right side that was kind of turquoisey when you were scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
There, right there, the gem shop one, upper right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, a little bit. It's more green and but that's okay.
Oh, look
Inspiration.
Look at that
That's what
dragon
we do.
bloodstone.
That one's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll throw some yellow into these. Maybe I'll get in trouble for doing that.
Yeah, you gotta stick to what the man wants. Yeah, the dragonstone looks cool. Bloodstone, raw stones. Yeah, this is what I would consider like turquoisey,
Yeah.
sea foamy.
I could use a gold for the metal too. Depends how regal we want it to look, eh?
Mm. I know that. What's that? Japanese style kitsugi. Is that what it's called? Kitsugi.
Kitsune?
N-
Kitsune?
No,
What?
not the fox.
I don't know.
It's where they repair.
Oh,
pottery
yeah. I know
with
what you're
gold.
talking about. I don't know the name of it.
Pottery, like porcelain.
Yeah.
They put them back together with gold inlays, like
Yep.
gold bonding.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it's called kitsugi. I thought. But somebody in chat smarter than me will know.
Or look it up for us.
Nah, I can look it up if I want to, but I wonder. I haven't seen that done on a miniature very well, or not very well. I mean, very often. You don't see it very often,
Right.
and it would be quite easy to do, maybe. You have to freehand the cracks of like where the inlays would be.
Yeah.
Kitsugi. It is called kitsugi.
Oh, okay.
Look at me.
Awesome.
Look at me.
Look at that.
I'm smart.
Yes, you are. Everybody knows that.
So this glowing is this is the base coat. So
Right.
is this the shadow or the midtone? You're gonna go brighter than?
I'm trying to decide whether or not. Oop, wrong one. Siren Song was what I was using. I'm trying to decide honestly, and we won't know until I figure it out. I'm kind of one of those painters that just sort of
goes.
goes with the first color and then works myself into a corner.
Yeah.
And then solves it.
Hmm.
Solves the problem that's in the corner that trapped me in the corner in the first place. The good news is I don't actually paint myself into corners, and when I'm painting my house.
Mm.
Just on minis.
So are you blocking in the highlights right now?
Well, not yet, because what I want to do is decide where light is coming from.
Yeah.
Is it going to come from the runes? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be red? I don't think so.
Mhm.
I think we'll probably want it to be this color,
Mm-hmm.
glowing out, because the red is an accent in the stone.
Yeah, that's not the primary.
Right. And that means that I'll have to do things like, oops, a little bit wet.
Wet blending.
Yeah.
Not
Not on purpose wet blending.
What I've seen people do when they do runes or like highlighting, like glowing runes, is they do the white base, right? And then they build up bright, 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 bright.
Yep, but
On
you
from
need
there.
something dark before you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
It's
I would
always
need,
like black normally, right?
it's going to be something. It can go up to a near black,
Mm-hmm.
but it depends on the context. Since this thing is so bright already,
Yeah.
then you don't want to go that dark.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah,
use the relative color differences that you get out of your shadows, out of other places. Well, basically the shadows. So, or just a fake shadow that's put in there to make the glow look a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Anne was actually talking about making something light look glowy,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
she
the
had,
spectral horse.
yep,
Yep.
yeah. So making the eyes look like they're glowing, even though it was already really high in value.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a good VOD to watch.
Clip. I can clip it too if it's small enough.
Hmm?
Clip it if it's small enough.
Yeah.
Because recently not recently, for the past couple weeks, I've been taking out clips for stream tips and cutting them up and making them reels from Twitch stream advice. It's just sometimes, Anne will be giving some advice, and then she'll look up and read chat, and then she'll go back to what she was talking about. So I have to cut out the chat part. So I have to or she's like, "Oh yes, Quindy, that movie was good," or, "Yeah, I love Beetlejuice," or then she's talking about her books and stuff. But I cut out that in between the info part, like the why she's mixing these colors and why
Right.
Now Dave is going to a coin convention.
Yep.
What kind of is that? Is that what we're calling it? So he is traveling today, going to a convention this weekend. So he is not here today, Miss Amber. But you can
Well,
see him at the
hello,
Christmas
Amber.
party, and he'll be back next Friday probably.
So I'll basically do something like that.
You're cutting me out, Quindy. No, I'm just saying chat interactions I'm cutting out of the little clips that I'm saving. So,
Wow. Quindley's right.
it could be anybody. It could be Roger. It could be who else? I'm trying to think about who else I cut out.
Yeah, John and I were talking about those shorts that we were going to make, and he was like, maybe we need someone younger.
I didn't say that.
I'm
I just said I didn't say that. At all.
joking. I totally misinterpreted what he said for chat's benefit. No, we were talking about a whole variety of stuff, and it wasn't that.
And so, yeah. Oh, see, this is where I thought you were going with it.
Yeah, so it'll be something like that.
Yeah, you're just kind of blocking it all out.
Yeah, well, right now I was just doing an example
Mhm.
because why not?
And then you put the brighter color over this,
Yeah,
and then
there's another way to do this.
it's kind of like it's glowing hot, right? That's kind of how I
Right.
generally view
Yeah,
like, things that are glowing like this. It's just
yeah, and
bright.
you can use a glaze to make it happen and make it a little bit to give that a impression that light is shining out from it, and then you eventually on the other side of it fade it out, but
Mhm.
it doesn't look glowy. And if I were to go back to the base coat, that's just going to look like a white line.
Oh yeah. You need the shadow to help it pop, huh?
Right. Yeah, you need some sort of
Green,
contrast.
yeah, contrast, yeah. Value.
Mm-hmm.
What was somebody? I think it was Sam. Sam asked the Bibbidi man, Luca.
Uh-huh.
He asked him, what's more important, value or saturation? I can't remember what he asked him.
Chroma maybe, or color saturation.
Yeah, and then I think Lucas said saturation always or something like that, or contrast always. I can't remember what he said. He said always this.
Oh, okay.
I have to go back and find the clip. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It's been 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Luca's a very high contrast painter.
Yeah, so probably it was contrast. If Sam was in
And
chat, he would tell me. But
yeah, light is important though. Without it, you're not going to see anything.
I have a Karen moment real quick. Did you hear that truck that just drove by? That just now? You didn't hear it?
Maybe.
Okay. There was a loud truck that just drove by very fast. And the other day, I was leaving this building and going down to the main factory. And I was coming around this corner in the front, and a truck came barreling through here, like going super fast.
Wow.
And it was a USPS truck.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, normally I don't get upset about things really, but it just kind of made me really mad. I was like, that guy is going way too fast back here. Like, he was flying.
Rankled you, huh?
And I was like, that's a little dangerous. And I was like, I'm gonna make a complaint, but obviously I'm not. But it just kind of made me irrationally upset that how fast he was driving.
Yeah.
Normally I don't. That doesn't bother me. But
Well, how close was it to you?
I mean, it was pretty close because I was coming around the corner, like to go down to the factory. So obviously they can't see me, and I can't see them if I'm coming around the corner.
Yep.
It
Yep.
is a get off my lawn style of thing, but I just think he was irrational, like going way too fast, like way too fast.
I think we should make this a new shtick in the show.
What?
Where
Get off my lawn?
Yeah.
Things
a
that
get off
kinda
my
make me
lawn
mad.
moment. Yeah. You don't think so?
We can, yeah. There are more things that are
'Cause-
kind of making me upset.
Because I'm sure I have some get off my lawn moments.
Yeah, like kids nowadays, the youngest generation, making me angry.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You mean you don't get mad when you hear 6, 7? Like,
No.
oh, okay.
No.
Not yet?
I just rack it up to it's kids and their
Kids being kids.
yeah, kids and
guess.
their things. Like I remember how dumb I was
Yeah,
and
that's
how dumb I still am.
and
So
you made fun of it. Go up a little bit.
yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You were just slightly there, but
Yeah, I do dumb
Mm-hmm.
very well or very often.
uh,
Can you do dumb well?
well,
Because isn't being dumb technically not doing it well?
just being ignorant, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss. I like that.
There, I'm building in very artificial value contrast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think on Lucas' stream when he was talking about this, he has like an overlay
Yep.
where he turns the shadow on, or like he puts a filter on that's just black and white
Yep.
to show you the levels. Is that the contrast, or like how bright and dark something is?
Yeah, when you're looking at your piece and you're trying to figure out whether or not you rendered it correctly,
Mm-hmm.
it's often good to use that black and white filter on your camera.
So it's
If
readable?
your camera doesn't do it initially, it will do it post-processing. So just make it black and white, and that'll give you a good idea of whether or not it's reading as you intend it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like leather in black and white? Does it look like metal in black and white?
Yeah.
A lot of times people will look at it for whether or not it's even across the whole model, but I recommend looking at it. Does each individual component read as what it's supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you'll notice is you'll see how some of your color contrast is really affecting your opinion of the piece.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make decisions about how to change it or how to keep it, or based on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try to find if I can turn on a black and white filter. I think I can.
Ooh.
So I think I can. I'm gonna go see. You keep talking. I'm gonna go see if I can try to turn that on. Maybe.
But I'm not prepared to talk. What do I talk about, folks?
You can look at my cat folk and give critique.
Ooh, marbles today was a question.
I saw that.
Yeah, let's look at his cat folk. and see how it's going. There we go. Once I clean the mess up off around this, it's going to look a little bit better. Let's wait for John to do the critique. But here's how we're doing a glow. There, it's like kind of fake contoury. I will definitely need to clean that up a lot, but today is base coat day. Today is initial mapping day. And so I'm going to say that the light is not coming from anywhere around this model. It's kind of like a KDM world. The whole world is dark, and he is, oh, you're trying to find the black filter. And this is going to be glowing. I think all you're doing is editing not the contrast, but the overall light value.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's something on the camera. OBS should have it. You should be able to, or not OBS, whatever we're using.
I'll find it later.
Okay.
I know there's a way we can do it.
Michael is using a size 3 brush right now, but it has a nice tip, so I'm happy with it. And I don't recommend any brush size, honestly.
I will. I like using zeros right now
Yeah.
in my beginner painter journey.
Yeah.
Zeros are what I like using right now.
And I'll talk about this a little bit. The belly of the brush, to me, the more paint I can have available, the longer I can futz around
Without having to put more paint on it.
right, without having to put more paint on it.
As long as you load your brush.
right.
And it's
And
pretty wet.
the most important thing is the tip.
Mhm.
If you can get it in, shape it into a tip, like I kind of flatten it a little bit, and then that gives you a pretty sharp tip on that direction and a broad one on that direction. So that's one of the things that you can do with a larger brush.
I'll do some research about black and white and see if I can just turn it on. I'll have a hotkey for it, so I can
Okay.
just turn it on and off
Yeah, that sounds good. But
for the future.
this is about the size that I was using for, I don't know, the last 3 years, honestly.
Is that a zero? It looks like a zero. To
Yeah,
me.
it's a 0. So, and with an even shorter bristles. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
And I honestly used to love the short bristles, but over the past 3 years, I've been learning how to cope with the longer bristles because so many manufacturers are going that route.
Yeah. Cranky Dog. I find size 0 too small now. Not enough meat to hold the paint. So maybe I'll try one of the bigger ones there. I think I have one that I've been using, but
Yeah, I agree with you,
I'll try
Cranky
it.
Dog. It is too small. I'll show you what I do, which is horrendous on brushes,
saturation.
but I get away with it. I'll literally do something like this on a tiny brush. Look how bad it is.
I just need a good shovel.
I shovel. Yeah, it's literally a shovel. And then,
about how much I put on my brush.
right, but I clean it off immediately. And the worst that I get is a little ring on the ferrule on mine. But generally, shovel the heck out of it, and then I push the paint above it.
Michael, here you go.
Okay, nice. So see, almost no light values because it's base coats. And you do see there is a mild difference, maybe a 3 or 4 light value difference between those colors, maybe 5 or 6, but not much more of a range than that. Yeah, a lot of people use tiny brushes at first because they're afraid to do things like this when they're base coating. They're afraid to just kind of slop it on and not worry about what they're doing. And that's just you don't need to worry. Just paint. Go with the flow, and then you'll get there. You're just base coating. It doesn't have to, even look how imperfect it is down there. Excellent.
So, here, I'll come back and talk. Okay, so since Luca is sitting at his computer, he can reach over and touch the slider and turn the saturation down. Is that my phone? I
Sure
think it is.
sounds like
I
it.
think it is. Ignore that. I don't think the camera can hear it. I don't think they can hear it.
Okay.
But it is slightly annoying for us. But for me, I might have to find a setting control. So I'll program it to do the saturation, like change saturation to this value, and then I can turn it to black and white. So that's kind of cool. Did you look at my catfolk?
Let's do that.
I did-
I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay. I did a little bit to the face. I was quite okay with the face.
Ooh.
I was trying to do like some orange blending from light to dark.
Yeah, and you can get just a tiny line under that under the eyes.
Yeah.
Really draws attention to it,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of cats have that kind of a shape around their eye.
Okay.
So when I'm painting kitty cat faces, I very much use reference to get that feel for where I can push the highlights to make it a little bit more human,
Mm-hmm.
but keep the pattern that makes it look very cat-like.
Cat-like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
So I was
we're all looking
practicing
for
some blending.
That's
but
good.
Now that I think it's a little bit too bright there and not blended enough, it's too stark of a line.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you're fine.
Mhm.
I would extend your lightest color just there.
Up underneath the eyes.
And sometimes they have it above their eyes as
Mhm.
well. Just play with that.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it looks a little, what's the word? Flat,
Yeah.
I guess? Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
flat.
looks a little flat. So we need a little more shape under the muzzle
Mm-hmm.
completely, and then under whatever you call the little lip area.
His little jowls.
Yes.
His little
Yeah.
mustache area.
Yeah, I really spend a lot of time over emphasizing that kind of an area
Mm-hmm.
if I can. Yeah, I like it. Is that what you were wanting looked at?
Generally, that's what I worked on.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of shadowing on his hands and his feet, but I just barely touched them because I was too focused on the face.
Yeah.
Also, I think the eyes are too black. Like the line is too thick. It looks like he has like eyeliner on. So I didn't know what to do about that. Maybe just not black line it. Oh, or not.
The black lining is okay.
Mhm.
I don't think that's going to detract once you do the other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at the eye color and
Mhm.
how it's done with kitty cats.
Yeah.
Um,
Because they have slit eyes, right? They have like
they
kind
do,
of
but
like dragon
there's a
eyes.
lot of color in there.
Mhm.
So you might be able to add the color and then have the slit within that color.
Yeah, I was having a hard time choosing what colors his eye should be because he's already very colorful,
Yep.
and I didn't know what color to do. So they're kind of greenish.
Yeah, a greenish or a greenish yellow. I think the yellow is going to harmonize with a lot more points
Mhm.
on the mini. But the green you could make work if it's a kind of a green yellow.
Mhm.
And
And
then
so-
look for other kinds of eye colors that are out there.
Yeah. Well, like what tabby color, like what tabby cat eye colors generally are.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I tried to make the hat the same color as the sash and the under the thing behind the belt.
Mm-hmm.
His little robe, his
And then I do recommend using that value contrast on this
Mhm.
to see where your high points are. I think right now your high point is
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
And then you've got those.
Mhm.
And then of course the sword.
I haven't touched it at all, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a high point right now.
Yeah, I did zenithal priming, so I could kind of see. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, the back I haven't touched. Yeah, look at that. Paint chipping, but yeah.
Man, but this is awesome.
Carrie Michael Cosby, Cat's Eye Green. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Cat's Eye Green.
I thought
would
about
be
it.
Awesome.
Hey, Carrie, I used your paint job of this guy as a reference for the striped pants when I redid them. I had your image pulled up, and I was trying to copy the stripes 100%, but I failed. But that was the idea. But I think they look better. They're better than my first attempt. And then the right side, they're a little bit too thin and too close. I'm not worried about it right now, but at least I know what's going on.
Yeah, it's very fixable.
Mhm.
It's very correctable.
Yeah, because she used orange stripes, I think,
Yep.
purple and orange, I think.
Yep.
Nice. But yeah,
All right. What else?
neato. That's it. I mean,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
it.
the recommendation to look at the white balance would be not white balance, but values.
Mhm.
That would be helpful for you, I think.
Yeah, and I noticed what is this dot technique? I think I saw Luca talking about it, and then I saw Anne doing it on the bust she's been working on, Rael. She's been doing that dot technique, or I don't know what it's actually
Stippling?
called. It is stippling, but it's like Luca talked about it with in the shadows and the light, but it adds all that texture of using the different colored dots. Like if you have like a dark blue, for instance, and then you used different lighter blues, like just dotting instead of just doing a straight blend. He does the little dots, all over. And Anne did it a lot on the Rael bust.
It sounds like stippling to me.
Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
But yeah, it is stippling. It's just not in the way that I normally see it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah, let's see it.
here, let's see. I'll go find Anne's video from this week.
Now, of course, I can't find that thing that I needed to pop and redo because I went a little fast. That's the thing I was talking about is everything's fixable. Literally any mistake you can make, you can correct. So don't fear the mistakes.
Oh, that's why I don't mind painting over it and trying it again.
Yeah, you do great at it. I was talking in general.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. iPad X3. Here you go. So you can kind of see there on the blousey type, all those little dots.
Yeah, that's stippling.
Yeah.
That's just doing stippling and knowing what you're knowing when to change the light values, and it's a really good technique if you have trouble with wet blending, if you have trouble with other types of blending, go for the stipple.
And this adds a lot of texture.
Yep.
That's why people use stippling, right?
One of the reasons. But the other reason is the other techniques don't resonate with them. I've seen some people who are just brilliant at stippling, but have them glaze or do a wet blend, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Not as well.
And so I really liked that. I want to try that at some point. As a technique.
It gives a nice three-dimensionality to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can kind of see like on the shoulder, the arm, the yellow part, the blonde gold, shadowy part. There's like little stripes there, like she did dashes, like little lines to give it that. I wouldn't say linen, but like clothy type. Texture, I guess. But she's doing like little lighter stripes. 420 glaze it.
420 glaze it.
That was trash. And then earlier, I think Luca was working on this one again, the skin of Rael. Everybody's using Rael recently. But what'd you call it? Oompa Loompa? Is that what you said? The orange skin?
Oh yeah.
When he first started? He's like,
once,
boom.
Quindley might have mentioned that the hair was looking green. And with the orange skin, might have said something about an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, and this is the miniature that he showed the saturation on. Where
And then
he turned the saturation down.
Yep, and then he changed it.
Look at that.
He goes, I can't get it out of my head.
I thought the eyes were quite cool on this one. Like, still.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
And Quindy was like, shh, don't tell him, he'll paint over it.
And then somebody said it.
All right, let's see where we're at right now. You're still doing the rune?
Oh, I'm not even gonna. I'm futzing with it because I want to see how it looks, but
yeah,
I don't know. I have to decide which things are glowing, and it's probably going to be the runes.
Okay.
But I want to play with. I haven't done a lot of glowing on light areas, so I'm actually going to review Anne's stream.
Oh.
And it's posted, right?
Should be, yeah. I should be all caught up. except
it'll
for
work. I think
yesterday's
that'll
episode.
work.
But
I think doing something like that will work.
Matters. Hey, Matters raid.
Hello, hello, hello.
Beyond the Box Art and Apollos. Welcome.
Ooh.
Mad Cat raided too early. Hey, Mad Cat, thanks for the raid. We're getting towards the end of the stream for us as well.
We're gonna do marbles.
It's pretty late for you guys, huh? What is it, like almost 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock over there? Oi,
Oi,
mate. Yeah,
we're doing a bloodstone blob.
nailed it. Oi. Yeah, this is Reaper Land. It's 10 o'clock. Hey, look at me. I guessed right.
You
Time
did.
zones, baby.
I did.
But yeah, this is Reaper Land, where it's just kind of us hanging out. We have normally Dave here and bringing on Michael to paint while we just chit chat about what's going on at Reaper generally.
Man, time flies each time we do this.
Yeah, an hour is not that long, you know. Most streamers, obviously, Apollos and beyond. Yeah, you know, y'all are streamers, where you actually paint for 4-8 hours. You know, Zambies, Brush for Hire, everybody else, they paint long time. You know, all day.
Yep.
But you know, generally we do 1 to 2 hours, except for Ann. Ann does what on average 2 hours ish.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half ish.
Yeah, and it goes to 2. You're right. It goes
Luca-
11:30 to 1:30 ish.
Luca paints, 12 hours a day.
Insane
Yeah.
amount of time. Yep.
Long gone are my days of 4+ hours. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, an hour goes by pretty quick. So generally that's why sometimes I like to go over if I can. But Apollos knows this. I have Dynamis soon, so I gotta get home and get through traffic so I can do Dynamis. It's a game reference that we play.
Oh yeah, which game's that?
It's a Final Fantasy 11. It's a 22.
It's 11.
Yeah, 22-year-old
Oh,
game.
okay. I played 14 for literally over a year of real time.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yeah, I was an Omni, and then I said I'm done.
Yeah.
Somewhere around level 90, I think, or 100. I forget.
That's right. Poke Me Amber, will we have a sneak peek of the factions for next year? She is referring to the ReaperCon factions, and we talked a little bit about them earlier in the show. Ron has the concepts for some of them on his desk right now. He mentioned last night on Reaper Live that we would probably show them in the coming weeks, probably at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
January when we come back. So I think he has some of the concepts for the factions. So kind of excited to flesh that out, and things for that. This year I think Ron. This all started from Ron in a meeting earlier last year. Was like, you know what, guys, you guys can do the factions for next year. Yeah. He's kind of jokingly like put it on the rest of the team, kind of, and then Lauren and Bonita kind of really took that and was like, all right, we'll do it.
Yeah, that was a fast takeover.
Yeah. It's just, some people like to they have some ideas they like to create. It's just fun to come up with cool stuff,
Yep.
And Trasherama, I do want to talk about this because I had another dream. Speaking of dreams, this is the third dream that I've talked about this episode. So Raiders, sorry about that. But this is John's dream episode.
Pretty much.
I had a dream about the taco truck. So do you know about this taco thing that's going on?
Go ahead.
So I think it was Trasherama. I think it was the person who the genesis of all of this. At ReaperCon or just after ReaperCon, there was a lot of discussion about taco trucks or taco taco truck miniatures being entered into the ordnance category or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
And so a lot of people in the community, in the Discord and stuff, have been talking about them entering in or making taco trucks or food trucks or whatever for the ordnance category at ReaperCon.
That's awesome.
And I think I'm going to start working on my entry for the taco truck ordnance entry. So I have this vision of like an old caravan, those potion sellers or like a traveling fantasy caravan.
Yep.
Where they're it's in a wagon or a thing, and then the stall, and they have the sheet stall that opens up, and they put out all their wares.
Taco apothecary.
Yes, like a traveling apothecary truck. But I have a vision of like a fantasy themed quote unquote taco truck, and that I want to sculpt and make and print and paint and enter as a diorama for the ordnance category. And so, yeah.
That's awesome.
It was back in July when you visited in the parking lot of the garden shop. Was it? Is that where it generated from? Was it?
It was back in July.
Yeah. I visited for his birthday.
Nice.
And we talked about a bunch of stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was where the Genesis was. That's funny. But it really got legs after ReaperCon because a lot of people in the Discord really kind of picked up on it and like are starting to run with it. I've noticed that things that are kind of meme worthy or like fun memes really pick up
After ReaperCon?
after. No, just in general. Like the whole Pez thing was the miniature monthly, but it started as, I wouldn't say it felt like a meme kind of, but in a good way, like a good one.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this would be fun, you know? But then it actually ended up being really cool. Like, you know what I mean? And so I think this ordnance taco thing could be quite fun as well. And I got to pitch to Ron to see if we can find a taco truck to vendor. And then somebody had the idea, I think in the Discord, someone said, you know what? If the taco truck comes and they vend at ReaperCon, you should have them come in and help do partial judging on the taco truck entries.
That would be funny.
Even though they don't know anything about miniatures.
That's okay.
I know, but that's why I said like a partial, kind of like their pick or whatever.
I like it.
So I think that would be quite fun. So we'll see what people think. But I think no matter what, I plan on probably sculpting and working on my tavern, my fantasy caravan apothecary taco truck idea.
Can you believe it? I was above the screen for once.
Hey, above. That happens to me sometimes a little bit, but
Yeah.
I what do you guys think of this? I like this camera angle. What do you think? It might need some more light directly straight down, but I can fix that.
Yeah. Michael's head doesn't show up anymore.
That's right.
Do you like that at least?
Yeah, and I zoomed out the camera on the Michael's camera down here on the bottom right. You can see that it's zoomed out a little bit, so you can see a little bit more, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. But you can see the armor, the suits of armor, and the Razig.
I like it.
I need to get some LED lights and put them underneath the paint, like LED strips to light the paint up in the background.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see who's on.
No
for some
marbles?
rating. For
Too tired?
no
Too tired
marbles.
to do marbles?
No marbles.
Okay.
I want to come up with a new way to do it, but
Oh,
I'll get there.
okay. All right.
Felicia Day's on. She was at the Game Awards last night. Jamie Daggers is on. Blades
Ooh.
81.
Ooh.
Electric Eve is playing Fallout. Luna Bacon. Steve Sketches. Oh, there's a lot of people on. I guess it's Friday, huh?
It is.
Who should we raid? Jamie? I guess we can raid Jamie Daggers.
Yeah, we haven't done her in a while.
All right. We're going to be raiding Jamie Daggers. Apollos and Box Art and Matters. Thanks you guys for all the raids. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us for this hour and 20 minutes.
Indeed.
We'll be back Monday, I think, right? So we'll be back Monday for our regular scheduled programming next week. Yeah. Have a good weekend. I don't think any.
I
Is
need
that
to
it?
stop and say, yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Woo.
John, can you leave my poster with Bill? Yes, Madman, I can. I can do that.
Oh, hand it to me.
I'll hand it to Janae.
I'll take
Janae
it.
will have it.
I'll get it there.
All right. Bye.